Have you ever wondered where the British monarchy originated from? Let's embark on a journey through time, tracing the roots of the British monarchy back to its infancy. Our tale begins in the murky mists of the Anglo-Saxon period, where the concept of a unified kingdom was still in its infancy. Here we find Alfred the Great, a man renowned for his wisdom, courage, and just rule. Crowned in the year 870, Alfred was the first to hold the title King of the Anglo-Saxons, laying the groundwork for what would eventually become the Kingdom of England. Fast forward to 1066, a year that marked a seismic shift in the British monarchy with the Norman conquest. Enter William the Conqueror, a man whose audacious claim to the English throne would forever alter the course of history. His successful invasion brought with it significant changes, including the introduction of the feudal system and a reshaping of the English language and culture. Then we move on to the Plantagenet era, a period spanning over 3 centuries and 12 kings. Among them was Richard the Lionheart, a king known more for his exploits in the Holy Land than his reign in England. Despite spending little time in his native land, Richard's rule left a lasting impact, particularly his revision of the country's legal system. And who could forget the Tudor period? A time of great change, it was during this era that the monarchy truly began to transform. At the forefront was Henry VIII, a man whose 6 marriages and break with the Roman Catholic Church would send shockwaves through the country and beyond. The monarchy continued to evolve, leading us into the Stuart period, a time of great upheaval and change. As we delve further into the history of the British monarchy, we'll see how it adapted to the changing times, shaping and being shaped by the nation it ruled. So stay tuned as we continue our exploration of this fascinating institution. How did the British monarchy transition from absolute power to its current state? This is a fascinating journey that spans centuries and pivotal historical events. Our story picks up in the Stuart era, a turbulent time when the monarchy's absolute power was being challenged. The Stuart dynasty, which started with James I, was fraught with religious and political tensions. This period saw the Civil War, the beheading of Charles I, and the interregnum, when England became a republic for a brief period, only to be restored to monarchy with Charles II. The Glorious Revolution in 1688 was a turning point. It was a bloodless coup that saw the Catholic James II replaced by his Protestant daughter Mary II and her husband, William III. The revolution led to a crucial shift in the monarchy's role. The Bill of Rights of 1689 established a constitutional monarchy, where the monarch's powers were limited by law and the rights of individuals were protected. The Georgian era marked a further shift in power. Under the reign of George III, the American colonies were lost, and the Industrial Revolution began. The monarchy started to lose its absolute power, and the balance tilted towards Parliament. Queen Anne's reign saw the Act of Union in 1707, which united England and Scotland into a single entity, Great Britain. This was a significant step towards a more unified kingdom, further consolidating the monarchy's power. Fast forward to the Victorian era, under Queen Victoria, the monarchy's role underwent another shift. As the British Empire expanded, the monarchy became more of a symbol of national unity and imperial power, rather than a direct ruling entity. Victoria's reign was characterized by significant social, economic, and technological changes, which impacted the monarchy's role and image. As we move into the 20th century, the monarchy undertakes a new role, one that is less about power and more about symbolizing unity and continuity. This evolution shows us that the British monarchy, while steeped in tradition, has also been able to adapt and change with the times. What role does the British monarchy play in the modern world? A question often pondered in the 21st century, and to answer it, we must journey through the reigns of the most recent monarchs. The 20th century saw King George V ascend the throne. His reign marked a significant transition as he rebranded the royal family, changing their surname from the German House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha to the more British-sounding House of Windsor, amid the First World War. This strategic move showcased a monarchy that was aware of the changing times and public sentiment. The reign of his successor, King George VI, was marked by an event that shook the very core of the monarchy, the abdication crisis. When his elder brother, King Edward VIII, chose love over duty and abdicated the throne, it highlighted the human element within the monarchy and underscored the weight of the crown. And then, we come to the reign of the longest-serving monarch, Queen Elizabeth II. Her reign has been characterized by her steadfast dedication to duty and her ability to adapt to the changing world around her. From the dawn of the digital age to the shifting political landscapes, she has navigated through it all, embodying a monarchy that is more symbolic than political. One cannot discuss the modern monarchy without mentioning the profound impact of the tragic death of Princess Diana. This event served as a catalyst for change, forcing the monarchy to confront its perceived aloofness and adapt to a world that demanded more transparency and relatability from its royal figures. The British monarchy of the 21st century is a far cry from its predecessors. It's a blend of tradition and modernity, a symbol rather than a source of political power. It's a monarchy that has learned to adapt and evolve, to resonate with the people it represents while maintaining the dignity and grandeur that has been its hallmark for centuries. The British monarchy has endured through centuries of change, adapting to the evolving needs and expectations of the people. This is the legacy of the modern British monarchy, a testament to its resilience and relevance in an ever-changing world. So, what have we learned about the enduring legacy of the British monarchy? We've journeyed from its humble beginnings, where the monarchy was established as a means of consolidating power and control. We've witnessed its evolution, the shift from absolute rule to a constitutional monarchy, a testament to its ability to adapt and survive. We've delved into the modern monarchy, exploring how it has remained relevant in a rapidly changing world, not by clinging to old ways, but by evolving and adapting to the times. It has transformed from a source of absolute rule to a symbol of national unity and continuity. We've seen how the monarchy has weathered storms, navigated power shifts, and embraced change while maintaining its core essence. It's fascinating, isn't it? How an institution that seems so steeped in tradition can be so adaptable. The British monarchy, a symbol of continuity and tradition, remains an integral part of Britain's identity, its history woven into the fabric of the nation.